Greetings everyone, Dwyrin here for something a little bit different for Total War Rome 2. Lately I've been doing patches along with my LP, showing you how those are coming along, bringing them to your attention. Now I thought I'd go ahead and branch into modding and see how the modding community has fared thus far, and just take a peek at some of the more interesting mods that are currently out in existence for Total War Rome 2. There are certainly a lot of them out there. I'll be reviewing 3 of the ones that kept my attention, and hope you enjoy them. So let's take a look at our first mod. The first mod that we'll be going over is called G.E.M, which easily enough stands for the Graphic Enhancement mod. Now, what is that exactly? For those of you who might have, I don't know, maybe tinkered around with maybe Grand Theft Auto or Skyrim, then you're probably used to ENB and SweetFX. Just ways in which you can have other programs mess around with how lighting is displayed in your game of choice. What the Graphic Enhancement mod does is it brings those to Rome 2 Total War. So you can make your games more saturated, less saturated. You can adjust brightness, contrast ratios. You can edit how everything is smooth with anti-aliasing. You can do a whole bunch of different things. Anything in the game which relates to lighting, you can essentially edit with the Graphic Enhancement mod. Now, such editing is not at all noob friendly. It's a little bit difficult. I recommend for the average user who wants to get into this mod to go ahead and just download a preset, which you can find easily enough in the link below. There's a thread with the Graphic Enhancement mod. Throughout those comments, you find people tinkering with it, uploading their own settings and screenshots of the game, and you can kind of find which one looks best for you. For example, let's go ahead and take a look at some different presets right now. Right, so as previously mentioned, this rather interesting setting preset is your standard installation. This is marked the realistic settings. And it doesn't look half bad, I am noticing a slight performance increase by running this, which is odd. Usually whenever you start getting into modding of this sort, things go, well, drastically downhill, let's just say. But I am noticing a slight frame increase even while I'm recording, as I'm currently doing now. So definitely not going to hinder your system anymore, I don't think. But yes, this is default. And here, assuming I've installed everything correctly, we have Venno's preset taken straight off the forum. As you can see, compared to what you just saw, this is a much more colorful preset, not quite as washed out looking as the previous images. I would say between the two, this would be my preference. We're still not running into lag issues. You can see that I'm able to scroll through them even while recording. That's so important that I want to mention that over and over and over and over and over again. Even while I'm recording, it's nice and smooth, right? I'm not running into frame issues. So you have to figure if I'm able to run this pretty smoothly, even with the demand on my CPU that I have recording this, that I don't want to say weaker CPUs, but I guess I'll use that word, would probably find this just as easily to use. It doesn't seem to impact performance at all. And it makes the battlefield a little bit more colorful. A lot more smoother too. Definitely a lot more smoother. Not noticing as many jagged edges as I had even with my anti-aliasing on previously. So those are 2 quick presets to show you kind of the differences between the images that you can be seeing on your screen. You can have a nice washed out grainy feel for maybe you're going for realism, or maybe a cinematic experience for your particular Total War Rome 2 playstyle. If you want, again, just fiddling with settings or checking out other people's presets until you find one to your liking, you can find a much more robust preset where the colors really pop out at you. But definitely changes your feel for the game, and one that I completely recommend. Like I said, this is the Graphic Enhancement mod. You can find the link down below. Installation will give you some presets to work with right from the start. The forums give you many more as other people continue trying to tweak their images to their liking. So check that out. Links down below. And let's move on to the next mod. Alright, so now we are here with another mod, which you can clearly see splashed across my screen. The Tetrarchy Civil Wars mod. It starts in 311 AD. What is essentially, look at the Grand Campaign here, more or less the height of the Roman Empire. You can see it's nicely taken over the world. It's divided between who's governing what. And now they're going to just fight and kill each other. Now that in and of itself sounds really, really interesting, but what makes it sound much more interesting to me is based on my experiences with vanilla mod so far. The vanilla game so far. The AI has trouble building up to these heights, right? Most I've witnessed is like, I don't know, a faction captures like 12 cities, maybe, if that? But you can see that's much more than what we have here. I mean, this is multiple provinces just everywhere. So that should mean a lot of income. That should mean a lot of armies from the person controlling that much territory. So it seems like it's a different experience in a couple of different ways. One, you can choose to be a rather large power from the start, or you could be a rather small power from the start and going against the greater powers, and those greater powers will control quite a bit of stuff. It seems like it's a fun adventure to go on at that point. Are you going to win against them? Now, there is one thing that seems to be a drawback with this. It kind of has me a little bit worried, and I'm going to show you what that is. Alright, so excuse how the game looks. I do still have the graphic enhancement mod on, but that doesn't matter. What matters is this. We see that almost every province starts out north and south with you. See? Noticing? Public order is a problem in every last one of your provinces. Now, I can think of a few ways to actually begin, solving that problem. And even, I guess the game's trying to do it too, though that -3 is nowhere near what you need. Right now, I think the only thing that's going to do it is... Here we go. I think the only thing that's really going to stop much of the decline is building a gladiator school in just about every single province, right? Because if we try the other approach, that'll give me +8, that's at 3. That gives me +2 at 2. Maybe I can, yeah. Sorry, at +1, I guess that's gonna give me +2. Seems like the most efficient method, assuming that you actually have the food to do so, would be to go ahead and build a gladiator school, because then, yeah, you can see here we're just one off. So if I put in maybe not even the villa, but a consecrated ground, then this will be nice and even. But that seems like a really, really terrible thing for the AI to have to juggle. And I'm really curious to see now if the AI, when granted this, for example, will they be able to hold their provinces, or are they going to just go into open rebellion and have all of these just fracture and split off? That's more or less what I'm kind of curious about right now. So let's advance a few turns into this game, and then check back and see what they're like. Alright, so here we are again. We are a couple of turns on in, expanded our area a bit. But most interesting thing, the AI is stabilizing. You can see here they have a happy 14, positive 14 public order over there. Right below us, they're at 19 over there. Let's see, I think we'd even get in another quick, maybe get over to that one. Which one? I think we might be able to get over to here. No? Maybe? Doesn't look like it this turn. Nah. Oh, wait. Yes, we did, just barely. I guess, nope, they're different, they're not. They're part of a different province. Sweet. So this province is holding at 27, this province is holding at 14, and keep in mind when we looked at it, starting off, it was what? -11, -7, -3, just everywhere. So yeah, it looks like this mod, which you can find the link of down below, is going to provide an interesting challenge. The AI is going to keep their provinces, it would appear. Even if you start off as I did over here, just to keep an eye on them. You know, there's easy ways to expand. They don't turn around and go to war and kill you immediately, which was really, really nice. So yeah, it looks like a really, really fun experience. If you are looking for a particular mod where the AI has got a wonderful starting advantage and you kind of want that whole come from behind feel, I kind of get that with this one. Starting out with one province against the mass of the known world that's already nicely built up. Sounds like fun. If you're interested in that, download the mod below. I'm certainly going to keep playing it. I hope you enjoy it too. Alright, and for our last mod, it's not going to be readily apparent. I mean, yes, we have a graphic enhancement mod, so our colors look a little bit different. Nothing unusual strikes at first glance, until we look at some of the rankings of the generals and the agents. Because this guy has seen some pretty interesting stuff to be so experienced. He's been around a while. Same thing here. Been around a while. Pretty experienced agents. Whoa, a little bit of a slowdown there. Sorry about that. Zoom in here. Again, we see fairly experienced agents all over the place. I mean, what is that guy? 9? And then that's, what, 8? A lot of high-ranking agents and generals around. Why is that? Well, the reason for that is the 2-turn per year mod. Also comes in the 4-turn per year mod. And what that does is quite simple. Every year is essentially divided into 2 or 4 parts. Now, in the vanilla version, your generals and your agents and all of them good things are aging an entire year every time you go ahead and click end turn. What that means is they die really, really fast. Usually if you get them to somewhere around here, around 4 stars, I found if I was lucky, maybe 5, and then dead. Kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, just when your agents and your generals were getting really, really good, they drop dead on you. So one of the first mods that came out for this game, 2-turn and 4-turn per year, drastically increasing the effectiveness of your agents, and because it increases their lifespan. So if you are looking for a game in which you can unlock the full potential of your agents, the full potential of your generals, then you're definitely looking for a mod such as this. Because, let's face it, that's why you want them. You want them not just for, let's see, you don't want them just for maybe, you know, the first 2 abilities they get, right? You're not interested in that. You want to see what they unlock. You want to see how good these people are, what they can actually do. You want them to get traits and become more effective. You're interested in them actually having a household and having to decide. See, I'm not sure if anyone here does have one. Yeah, you want them to have a household and decide, you know, what am I gonna do with them? Am I gonna make them a siege engineer? Am I gonna, I don't know what you want to do. And that mod definitely helps you along that path, bringing more enjoyment to your generals and your agents so you can have lots of fun in various different ways. Definitely a must-have. So I hope you enjoyed this little highlight of some of the more interesting mods in Rome 2 Total War. I will be back with another video either next week or, yeah, probably next week, to show you some more interesting mods in the Total War Rome 2 community. There are quite a few of them out there, more than I expected, and some of them sound really interesting, so I'm looking forward to exploring them and seeing how they affect gameplay and bringing that knowledge to you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys around for the next time.